Get yourself ready to go before you release those jaws.
So this field trip was basically to collect samples for a population genetic survey of alligators.
When biologist David Ray is in the field, it's both science and adventure.
The important thing to do here, even on a small one like this, is to keep that head under control.
With support from the National Science Foundation, Ray and his team at Mississippi State University are mapping crocodile and alligator genomes. These reptiles have changed little over the past 80 million years or so. Ray is itching to see the genetic blueprints, especially since these animals are the closest living ancestors to today's birds.
Crocodilians are interesting from an evolutionary standpoint. Their genomes are doing the same thing their bodies are doing. They're evolving very, very slowly. Birds and crocodilians, though you wouldn't think it from looking at them, are each other's closest existing relative.
Genomics could help save endangered species, like the Indian gharial. Scientists could identify the most diverse animals in the gene pool, then breed them.
The more we can understand about the way their genomes are put together, the more likely we are to understand how we can keep them from going extinct.
We see somebody. There we go. This is an eastern pipistrelle.
Another aspect of his research takes him to the bat cave.
These are actually the finger bones.
Ray's team studies genes called transposable elements in bats and other animals. These so-called jumping genes can copy themselves and literally jump around in a DNA sequence. Better understanding of them could lead to improved genetic therapies in the future.
These transposable elements contributed many of the regulatory elements that tell a gene when to turn on and turn off. And so the fact that these things can move from place to place lets us understand better how genes are regulated, how we can change the regulation of genes.
The crocs, bats, and other creatures that Ray's team studies may not be the easiest to catch, but understanding their genes is a subject worth wrestling with. For Science Nation, I'm Miles O'Brien.